Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. It's biology for class 10, and our topic is going on heredity and evolution. It's a very interesting topic because in this we can come to know that how the characters pass from one generation to another generation. And in today's class, I will explain you of some more important terms, then why Mendel selected the pea plants and what is the Mendel's experiment. In my last class, I have given some idea to you, some introduction about the Gregor Mendel, that he was the first scientist who make a systematic study of the pattern of inheritance, which involve in the transfer of characteristics or traits from the parents to the progeny. And for his study, he selected the pea plant. There was certain reason why he selected the pea plants. First thing that the pea plants are having some very clear-cut differences, which were very easy to tell apart. Like some pea plants are tall, some are dwarf, some produce the yellow seed, some produce the green seed, some are having the green pods, some are having the yellow pod. The seeds are wrinkled or round. In this way, there are the different seven characteristics. For that reason, the Mandel has selected the pea plant. You can see here these are the seven different traits. The color of flower, purple or white, or position, axial or terminal, or the pod shape like inflated or constricted, or pod color, yellow or green, or seed color, yellow or green. The shape of the seed, either it is round or wrinkled. The length of the stem is short or tall, and the flower position and flower color that I explained you in my last class also. These were the seven different traits. For that one reason, the Mandel selected the pea plant. Then there are more reasons are there. The another reason for choosing the pea plant was that they were self-pollinating. They were doing the two things. They are doing the self-pollination also, as well as they are doing the cross-pollination also possible for that. So the reason for selecting the pea plant that they were self-pollinating plant. Then the Mendel chose the pea plant because the many generation of pea plants can be produced in a comparatively short period of time. Means because their lifespan is very short. In very short period of time, they start producing the seeds. So for that reason, the Mendel selected. So in 1 year of time, the Mendel can study the one or two generation. That's why he selected the pea plant. Now, there are some important terms which will come in your Mendel experiment. So better I will explain you first. Alleles. What is the mean by allele? As I told you the genes, and I told you that always they are present in the pair. Okay. So alleles is a variant form of a gene in almost all the animal cells, and there are the two alleles for each gene are inherited, one from each parent, means one allele is coming from the mother and one from the father, one from ma, one from pa. Like I'm showing you that is T and T. Okay, so the T and T, these are the two pair. It is for the tallness. Small t and small t is for the short. As I explained you that always we are representing in the form of alphabets. If there is B and B, it is for the color. Okay. So if the both are same, then it is called homozygous. If having the two identical alleles, here the two alleles are there, one from mother and one from the father. Okay. If the two there are alleles are of the same identical, means look you can see that the both T is capital T. Here both the T is small t. Here both the B are small capital B. So this type of uh, genes or traits are called identical alleles of a particular gene or trait. means the capital T and capital T, which is having the both identical, same to same. So they are called homozygous. The another term is coming heterozygous, having the two different allele. Different allele means one capital T and one small t. Like it can be one capital B, one small b. So here the two alleles are of different type. Okay, representing the same character. Here also capital T and small t representing the same feature. But what happened here? The capital T is representing the tallness and small t is representing the short height, representing both the height only, but the features are different. Here also the same color, they are representing the color, but they are different. So having the two different allele of a particular gene are called heterozygous. Now the next, monohybrid cross. Now what's the mean by monohybrid cross? Um, Monohybrid cross is the hybrid of two individual with homozygous genotypes. Homozygous genotype means, as I explained you, like capital T and capital T. This is homozygous. Okay, the genotype यानी capital T and capital T, it is representing the gene type, that is the tall. If I am saying the small t and small t, it is showing the genotype, that is the short. Clear? So the cross between these two, like this is also both the capital T, this is also both the small t. If we are doing the cross pollination between these two, then what would happen? This type of cross, this cross is called monohybrid cross, where we are studying only one character. Like here we are studying about the tallness. Okay. If I am taking the shape of the seed, if I am taking the shape of the seed like round, capital R, round. If I am taking the wrinkle, so small r, that is the wrinkle. So round, both capital, it is the round shape, it is a small wrinkle, and both are having the homozygous genotype. So this type of cross of only one character, it is called monohybrid cross. Then another term, that is genotype. Genotype is the description of the genes present in an organism. Means, as I am saying you again and again, short plant or tall plant. Okay, so the description is, genotype means the description of the genes present in an organism. So if I'm saying the both are having the capital T, means here what happened? The genes are both are having homozygous, both are of the same type of alleles. If I'm saying you about one capital, one is small, means what happened here? Heterozygous. The gene type, the description of the genes present in our organism is called genotype. Now phenotype. Phenotype is the characteristics which is visible in organism. Okay. You will come to know, like when Mendel grow the tall and short plant, and when he has done had done the crossbreeding of the tall and short, so he was expecting that all the plants will be tall. Okay, or maybe they are having some tall and some short plant, but he observed that the all plant were tall, but the genotype was capital T and small t. So which characters visible in the organism? That was the tallness. Clear? So phenotype is the characteristic which is visible in an organism. Now another important term, that is the first filial generation or F1 generation. When the two parents cross to produce offspring, their offspring is called first filial generation or F1 generation. Okay. When the first generation offspring cross among themselves to produce the second generation offspring, then this offspring is called second filial generation or F2 generation. I'm just giving an idea. When I will explain the experiment, you will come to know. So first filial generation or F1 generation, when when the two parents cross to produce the offspring. The offspring is called first filial generation. Now, this generation, when the first filial generation cross, when the first filial generation cross among themselves to produce the second generation, then the offspring is called second filial generation. Understood? Now come to the monohybrid cross, or what the experiment Mendel has done. Mendel has choose first the tall plant, and this tall plant he has taken the pure tall plant. Pure tall plant means the tall plant he has taken, he um, germinate them, and the plant again which appear the tall, he has selected it, and again he germinate and he get then the pure tall plant. In a pure tall plant, the alleles will present, that is capital T and capital T. Similar way, he has taken the pure short plant. Okay, so capital T is representing tall and small t is representing the dwarf or short plant. And he has done the cross pollination. First in F1 generation. In F1 generation, he got, like here you can see, tall and tall. Okay, when the gametes are forming always, like this is the pair. Always the gametes forming with what would happen? Only one allele will go to the each gamete. Okay. When the fertilization again happen, then what happen? Each gamete, each allele will combine. One coming from the mother, one coming from the father. So during the gametes formation, what would happen? The alleles become separate. So here also the two gametes are formed, T and T. These are the gametes. Similarly here, T and T. These are the gametes. Clear? Then the cross pollination of this T and T. So in the F1 generation, he observed that all the plants were of the tall plant. No short plant was observed, but the genotype was one T is of uppercase and one T was of lowercase. Understood? And so the generation in F1 generation, the Mendel got all the plant that was the tall plant. And here, though the short allele was also present, but it is not expressed. So here what happened? By this experiment, till the F1 generation, the Mendel has given one law, that is the law of dominance. He told that in F1 generation, only one characteristics or one trait is expressed, though there is another trait is also there, another traits allele is present, but then it is not expressed. So the characteristic which is expressed, it is called dominant characteristics. Okay, because of the dominant genes, the dominant characteristics is expressed, and here the tallness is the dominant characteristics. So in F1 generation, all the plants were tall. Then he has taken the two plants from the F1 generation. When the gametes form, the capital T and small t, the two type of gametes are forming, one uppercase, one lowercase. Here also one uppercase T and one lowercase. So these are the four gametes formed. After the cross pollination, you can see here this capital T and capital T. Okay. Then small t and capital T. Then this small t and this small and capital T. So by appearance, their appearance it was 3:1 was there. 3 part was tall and 1 part of the plant was short or dwarf. Okay. So the phenotypic ratio, phenotypic, as I explained you the term, phenotype means which characters is expressed. So what is that characters expressed? That is the tallness. So phenotypic ratio was 3:1. And if you observe the genotypes, is the genes are also same? Is these three tall plants, the genes are same? No, we can find that this T and T, it is the pure tall. So their ratio is 1. Here T and T, one uppercase T and one lowercase t. Here also one uppercase T, one lowercase t. So they are two parts. So 1 is to 2 is to, here both the T are small. So 1 is to 2 is to 1. It is the genotypic ratio. So 3 ratio 1 is phenotypic ratio. Phenotype means appearance. And genotypic means which type of genes are present in them. So here you can find out easily that in tall, pure tall, it is pure tall. In pure tall is 1, hybrid tall is 2, and dwarf is 1. So this is called 1 is to 2 ratio, 1 is called genotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio is 3 ratio 1, and genotypic ratio is 1 ratio 2 ratio 1. So by this experiment, Mendel has given the laws. That is one another law is there, that is law of segregation, that I will explain you in my next class. And today I explain, until now I explain you that what is the mean by phenotype. Phenotype means the express which type of characteristics express, that is called phenotype. Genotype means the genes are present in that, okay, which type of trait, in the trait which type of genes are present, that is called genotype. Then I explained you about the F1 generation, that after the cross pollination, the first generation which we are getting, it is called F1 generation or first filial generation. When this first filial generation, like here, the first filial generation, when the crossbreed, the second plants which we are getting, or the second generation which we are getting, it is called F2 generation or the second filial generation. This is the picture representation. Also, you can see tall and dwarf. In the F1 generation, all the plants are tall and tall, but they are not pure tall. It is T and T. And in F2 generation, it is 3 part tall and 1 part is dwarf. Okay. So the ratio, phenotypic ratio means by appearance, the ratio is 3 ratio 1. Got it, students? So in my next class, I explained you the law of dominance also, that in a cross of parents that are pure of contrasting traits, only one form of the trait will appear in the next generation. In the F1 generation, only one form is expressed. And offspring that are hybrid for a trait will have only the dominant trait in the phenotype. As I explained you that capital K, capital T, that pure tall and pure dwarf, when crossbreed in F1 generation, all the plants are tall, though there is a small t is also present, but only appearance was of tallness. Okay, so the tall characteristic is the dominant characteristic, and this is called the law of dominance. Okay, students, have a nice day. Stay at home, stay safe. Inshallah, we will meet soon.